All right, the boys are here.
Hmm.
I don't know if I can say hi, hello, and welcome and all of that. But boys, to put it plain and simple, right? Very, very uninspiring performance from India. And if I can go a little one step far, Shash, I could say it was probably a timid performance from India as well.
Yes, definitely. I mean, everyone would have been shocked. I mean, I would, if I have to use that word, to see the way, they came out, the intent that they had, or, what game plans they had. I don't understand, because it was not like a swinging wicket or something like
Mm,
that, where you had to play with so much caution against uh, Trent Bolt and Tim Saudi. They lacked like intent right from the beginning. It was almost like they wanted to preserve wickets, and then
mm,
it never felt like, I think what, 1 over of Adam Milne where they scored like 10 or 15 runs. Apart
yeah.
from that, there was absolutely nothing in the entire innings. It's hard to understand what they were thinking actually, because it was not at all a 110 pitch. It was definitely 170 plus pitch, considering how teams have been able to get scores. I mean, I I'm just surprised, like,
Mm.
the cricket that has been played by Team India in the last two games,
Yeah, because
and it seems really difficult now for them to even have a chance, because just think their mindset, after such losses, and
mm,
then to win by big margins is an out of the question, and whether they'll win against Afghanistan is a big question mark again.
and even if we win, we need to have all the other
Other things,
yeah, results
yeah,
going our away as well. But let's
yeah.
not talk about that. Manas, the thing that really surprised me most was when Kohli came in the press conference and said, you know what, like we didn't go in with that intensity, right? He said like we didn't go in with that body language that's required in a big match. But why not? I mean, these are all big match players, right? They've proved themselves over a long period of time. And you have the best coaching and best support staff,
Have a
and
mentor as well, like
yeah,
Dhoni
got a
has.
mentor as well. Okay, so what prevents them from going in with that mindset in a big match like this?
Yeah, exactly. They got everything, but I'm sure nobody has the answer to this question that why they did not go with that intent. Because you exactly like you told, they have everything with them. The best mentor they have a good coach and good captain and good players as well who were in form just last month when we saw them in IPL.
Hmm.
But I think when they come together as a team, it's just not clicking well for them. But that being said, even in IPL, the warm-up games, they played really well. And
Yeah.
they gave us hopes that they might be the favorites to win the cup. But once the group stages started, I think nothing is really working out for them.
Mm.
Be the toss as well. But toss is not a reason to give, because you may go to the final, and if you can't blame it on the toss that you lost the final because of the toss, you
Yeah.
need to have a plan B and like come all guns blazing. And clearly they were not even 20, 30 runs short. They were 70 runs short on that pitch.
Yeah.
And even if they were 70 runs short, I don't think they would have, you never know, but they would have lost that as well.
Hmm.
So it was all like poor execution. I think that's why they lost the game.
Exactly. Poor execution. And as you said, right, nobody actually felt like putting bat on ball and hitting boundaries. Shash, tell me this. I think there was a period wherein we didn't hit a boundary for more than 11, 12 overs. Correct? And
Yeah,
these are all people known for their big hitting, right?
yeah.
So, Shash, just tell me this, okay? I mean, is it because probably they were all confused? Like they didn't have a clear role to play, right? Because you take Rahul as a captain, Pant is a
Mm,
captain, Rohit
mm.
is a captain. Did they all feel like, you know what, I need to take responsibility, and they did not play fearless cricket at all?
Yes, it sort of seemed like that. They had uh, like they had confused themselves in their mind as to what role they're going to play. They didn't seem like they knew which bowlers to target. I mean, come on, man. How can you like allow those spinners to, have economy rates of below 5? You're the
Hmm.
Indian team, for God's sake. You're supposed to be one of the best players of spin. I think it's the spin playing ability has gone down the hill over the last 10 years, if you ask me,
Hmm.
because the attacking nature, or the number of wickets that are lost to spin is really shocking. I don't know why no one addresses this issue, but
Hmm.
it is something that pains me, seeing the likes of Tendulkar, Lakshman, Dravid, Ganguly dominate in the 2000 era, and even Sehwag as well, for that matter of fact.
Mm.
So it's just and I think it was the third game where they failed to score a boundary from the overs between 7 to 15.
15.
Before this, it happened I think once in against Australia in 2008 and in some other game. So that shows, like how much pressure they were sort of playing under, or how messed up their mindsets were,
Mm.
because they just didn't know like how to take the innings forward.
Yes, I think well said, Shash. Manas, I think probably that could be the reason, right? The mindset were messed up. Okay, because like they had enough rest. We can't really blame it on that. You know what? We just played the IPL 2 days back. After the IPL, they had a 10-day break, and after the Pakistan game, they had a 1 week break. Okay, so probably I think physically they were fine. But is it just that, you know what? Whenever we see New Zealand, we lose wickets in a canter, right? Happened in the 2019 World Cup, happened in the World Test Championship. Probably is it because that just kept on playing in their mind and they started playing defensive cricket?
Yeah, could be, but I think they just won 5-0 in New Zealand in the last series when they went to New Zealand.
Right.
So
Yeah.
psychologically, I don't think that's the problem. And I still can't figure out why they lost it, because they had such good chance, and even they have played on the same pitches during the IPL. So that was some good practice for them as well.
Exactly.
So there is no reason actually why they should lose this game. They just didn't show intent and like went aerially on some poor shots, and every ball that they were trying to hit was just coming into the fielder's hand. They just lost the wickets there.
Exactly as you said, right? I mean, no real explanation. Nobody can actually point a finger out to say this is the
It
one.
was
And
a
probably,
collective failure.
yeah, I think that's probably for the Indian team think tank, right? To actually sit and see what exactly went
I
wrong. And
mean,
yeah.
if we have to stand a chance, right? I think like we need to score like 300, 350 in the upcoming games. Because Afghanistan has got a run rate of +3. I mean, how are you going to even come close to that? And you also need New Zealand to lose one of the games, and that is again the only opposition that they seem or will probably lose is Afghanistan.
Yeah.
So that means that it is not going to be an easy win for us. I mean, easy game for us as well. So it's looking really bleak right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even thinking about it because I'm sure even I think we have like almost a 0% chance of qualifying. We need absolute miracles to qualify.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's look about that like when the results start unfolding, because like first of all, we will have to get off the mark. We will have to defeat Afghanistan, and that seems to be a long way away. But folks, credit where it is due, right? I mean, New Zealand, we always know they are a team who is good at strategies, okay, who are actually better than the sum of their parts, okay, and that is exactly what happened yesterday, isn't it, Chash? I mean, they came in with a plan, okay, and they all punched above their weight, and in a big game, they delivered.
Yeah, I mean, New Zealand have been known as a perennial underdogs. They always like punch above their weight, and they surprise. The main what shall I say? The main fancy teams. But that's how I think they play their cricket as well. They play it hard, and they never give an inch. Even if you see the fielding, I mean, it was spectacular. Like how they fielded yesterday, the intent was there throughout, and they just tied down the Indian batsmen, giving them nothing away. uh, and it's, as you said, like the plans were pretty well laid out, like the spinners as well, nothing flighted, nothing in the arc. So anything and everything the batsmen had to make the play, and unfortunately nothing seemed to come off for India. And I think credit should be given to New Zealand, for putting up such a clinical performance.
Exactly. I mean, the bowling was wonderful. Ensure that India did not get off the hook, okay, whenever they had like small opening or whatever it is. But Manas, even the batting, right? Okay, so probably like all of us had some hopes, okay, something India might do, and probably after the wicket of Guptill. But they have a very good clarity, isn't it? Williamson is going to be there, okay, he's giving anchor, and people like Guptill, Darrell Mitchell, okay, and everyone is going to score around them. I think that really helped as well.
Yeah. So they obviously have got a good batting lineup, and they have won lot. Like they have got a lot of experience, and they have won as well. Like in recent times in England and every other series they have been winning. So if you need to like defend 110 in front of such a batting lineup, you need like a serious bowling lineup like what Sunrisers Hyderabad have maybe. So it's that difficult, and it was obvious that they're going to chase, and I think 2-3 people just finished it off. One even scoring 49. So not much of an effort needed from the New Zealand batsmen, but it was always going to be an easy chase with the dew coming in. So,
Yeah, and as it turned out, it was a very, very easy chase. Did not even last 15 overs. And that was the summary of yesterday's match, wherein New Zealand are off to, I mean, they put their,
They're off the mark.
yeah, off the mark, and they put their points on the board. And India, it another disappointing performance. I think they're at the bottom of the table, right? And even, I mean,
second last.
Yeah, second last, is it? Okay. All right, all right. So that seems to be the situation. So we also had one more match yesterday, folks. Okay, Manas, I'm sure you must have watched it. Afghanistan, Namibia, and seemed like everything came together for Afghanistan, isn't it? I mean, all the batters scored useful runs, 30, 40, and all the bowlers took useful wickets as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Afghanistan is like really brave team because while most of the teams choose to chase after winning the toss, and no other team other than West Indies have won even one match, Afghanistan has opted for it twice, and they have even won both the times. So they do well. They utilize their bowling well and post an above par total. And then with their bowling, they crush their opponent. And like I said, they have already done it twice. So like that again yesterday, they started off batting well, and the opening pair itself like 50 runs in the power play, lost no wickets, and even after losing like one or two wickets, then came the former captain of Afghan Asghar. So he was playing the last match for the team, and quite an emotional moment. Like they gave a guard of honor. Even the Namibia team gave that, and he could play fearlessly since it was his last match, and he could smack a few boundaries here and there. Since he did not have to like do anything, be fearless, and he just hit some, and then Nabi as well came and partnered with him well. Scored 32 of 17, I think. So it was obviously going to be a difficult target for Namibia to chase. And yeah, that's all about the batting. But even the bowling, we had discussed how the paces are going to impact the match yesterday. And that was it. Like 3+3+2 were taken by the pacers, who we don't know much about because Afghanistan is known for their spin attack.
Correct.
Rashid and Mujib.
And Mujib did not even play yesterday.
Correct. Right? So the Pacers had to step in, and the pitch was well suited for the Pacers. And likewise, they took wickets and got them to a victory.
All right. So there's a wonderful victory for Afghanistan yesterday. And Shash, I think probably that is what is giving them all the wins, right? They seem to be very, very clear. Okay. They're going after the bowling. Everybody's a six-hitter over there. Okay. And they bowling, they know what exactly to do. Who is the trump card? Who is going to be containing? And I think that clarity is really helping Afghanistan. And they seem to be a real force in the tournament now.
Yes, definitely. There's no doubt about that. Like they seem to have well laid out plans, how they're going to go about the power play, or, even the batsmen as well, what their roles are. And it's working well for them. And we've always known about their bowling, especially the spinners. They have, like world-class spinner like Rashid, and some mystery in terms of Mujib, and the experience of Nabi. Like we cannot discount the fact that he's like a seasoned cricketer. He's been playing for the last few years, and he's always been contributing with the bat and the ball, and now he's also the captain as well. So it was sort of on the expected lines, like that they're going to like win, but the manner in which they won is what would give someone, I mean, like a team like India, even more headaches, because they would be high on confidence, after such performances. So yeah, it's looking good for Afghanistan as of now.
All right, so that's fantastic. Okay, I mean, probably they might be entertaining hopes of actually making that semi-final as well. Okay,
that would be some story.
Exactly, after putting up all these performances. So that was our analysis of the day. That was Super Sunday. I can't say if it is Super Sunday for Indian fans,
Definitely
but yeah.
not.
All right, all right. Okay, so today we have our match as well. Okay, I mean, it's England versus Sri Lanka. I think after a long time, only one match. Shash, Okay, I think England would just want to go all out and seal their semi-final spot today.
Yeah, I mean, they've been the informed team throughout this tournament. They've played like fearlessly, or sort of the brand that we expect England to play. And they have I would say, like, if you compare the batting, the bowling is slightly weaker, but then they've also managed to come up trumps with that as well.
Remember
They've got,
Oxy? Okay.
yeah, got
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan, Vokes, Timal Mills was someone whom I was not expecting to be in the 11, but yeah, I mean, no, he's been doing pretty okay as well. And the spinners in Rashid and Moin Ali have also been able to contain the
I mean,
batsmen
Moin didn't even get a bowl last match, isn't it?
against
Okay, and
Australia.
because like England is all about this matchups and tactics, and yeah,
Hmm.
that's really seems to be working fine for them. So England would start favorites for sure. But Manas, I know you always believed in Sri Lanka. Okay, yeah. So you think they do have a chance of springing a surprise today?
Yeah, because like if you see the three pitches, since Sri Lanka is playing in Sharjah today, this is that only one pitch where they have the maximum chances of beating England.
Mhm.
And yeah, they can do it. They have got the power hitting. We have seen them in the last few matches. They play well, even with the bowling, because it's in Sharjah again. I think Hasaranga, who has got good, like they have not many players of Sri Lanka have played against England, but he's one of the 5 players who have,
Hmm.
and has some wickets as well. So I'm expecting him to play well today. And if Sri Lanka chases, then like we have seen in the past few matches, I think they got a good chance. And England batting first has not been tested yet.
Correct.
So all the matches that they won chasing. And one of the warm-up games where they batted first, they lost against India.
Hmm.
So you never know what might happen. And even Chamir, I forgot to mention him. He has
Hmm.
dismissed Malan, Morgan, and Ali 2 each time. So that
Hmm.
could be the case again today. So I'm just hoping that Sri Lanka wins if they chase. But if they bat first, I don't think they've got much chances.
Or
Well,
I'm
we
sure,
all
right?
want the
Yeah.
underdogs to win, right?
Yeah, we all want the Ducks to win. And you know what? England would actually not feel too bad if they're batting first, because they would want to test like how it goes, right? Probably bowling in the dew. And I'm interested to see if England bats first. Are they going to go for 150, or are they still going to go for 180? Right. So
Hmm.
that would be a very, very interesting thing to watch today as well. So a very, very interesting match coming up, folks. Do not forget our contest. And yesterday, okay, in our contest, the first match, the man of the match was Naveen Ul Haq, and we got only one right prediction.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
for that, okay, because everybody was predicting Rashids and all the other players. So the winner is Raj Durai. Okay, is
Okay.
Raj
New
Durai.
entry, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Nice.
that's the first time. So thank you, Raj Durai, for
congrats.
predicting, and congratulations for winning this. And for the second match, man of the match was Ish Sodhi. Okay, I think Ish Sodhi has always this knack of picking up a lot of wickets against India. And we got quite a few entries for this. So let's see who the winners are for that. Okay. All right. And the winner is Madhi.
Mati.
Yes.
Mati, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
congrats.
congratulations, Mati, yes, for winning this as well. Okay. So remember, folks, this is going to be the link to predict your man of the match for today's match. It's England versus Sri Lanka. Should be an interesting match. Enjoy it and keep predicting. Cheers, guys.